What's up, world, and welcome back to the Global Frequency. I am Nefarious, and with me, as always, is Freq Girl.
And I was jamming out to the music, and I had bonked the table, and a giant pile of comic book boxes that we were waiting to do an unboxing for just went careening off the table.
You're cleaning it up later.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
You know, well.
Yeah, you
What
always
else is
clean it up. Right? And with us today is Drew, a.k.a. Mr. E, from Completely Awesome Media, here to tell us all about his comic book crowdfunding campaign, Captain Luv, Rise of the Pirate King Chapter 3, now live on Indiegogo. What is up, Drew? How you doing?
Hey guys, it is a pleasure to be hanging out with you for the first time. How you guys doing?
We are doing quite well. Happy to talk to you before.
Have I been on your show before?
No, this is our first time that you've been on.
Am I delayed out? Am I delayed or roboting or something?
We can hear you just fine. If you've got the YouTube open, then you might be experiencing some difficulty on your end, but it should be, if you're hooked up through StreamYard, you should be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm hooked up through StreamYard. I just want
from the light.
Oh yeah, you guys like that? The little sunlight going on back here? The digital effects I got going on?
I feel like you should have like
Yeah.
behind.
So, before we dive into the book, why don't we get to know you a little bit better? After all, you are somewhat of an enigma. One might say you are a man of Mr. E. My spies tell me you are local to Fresno, California, but they've had trouble pinning you down because you're so wily. Why don't we hear it straight from the fox's mouth then? Where are you from and where did you grow up?
Both of those would be Fresno. I actually grew up in Fresno, and I live there, and that would technically make me from there still. So, yeah. Driving the mad streets of Fresno as we speak, in fact.
Cruising around looking for trouble?
Yeah. I had to drop off a file for a show that I produce, and then I have to drive across town, so...
Oh, cool. Is that a show that you produce through Completely Awesome Media?
Cool
You
show.
may never know. Oh, there we go.
What's that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you guys there? All right.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Sorry. It's called the Everything Sparkle Show. It's hosted by
yeah,
Sparkle
I've seen that.
Susan. Yeah. It's hosted by Sparkle Susan, and I produce that show. We shoot it in a TV studio on Tuesday night, and then I edit the smack out of it and deliver it on Wednesday to broadcast on Thursday.
Yeah, you guys can find it on Facebook. I think we can throw the link into the description of the video.
Yeah,
now,
it's
Sparkle
on Facebook,
is...
It's on Facebook and on YouTube, and if you're in Fresno, it's on cable TV locally. So.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Now, Sparkle also does, is she the voice of SPAID, the AI for Captain Luv?
Yes. Yeah, she is the voice of the rogue AI known as SPADE, which of course stands for Synchronized Protocol Artificial Intelligence Delegate.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what that basically means is that she can exist in multiple computers at the same time. Kind of because she's living software, right? But when those computers are networked to each other, where they can talk to each other, she can exist as a single entity. But when they're not able to communicate, she exists as separate entities. But as soon as they are able to reconnect, boom, she's a single entity again. They sync up all the data they need to sync up, and You know.
Oh, so can she is she part of the cloud? Can she download herself onto multiple machines?
She as time progresses, her reach grows. Yes.
That's great. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat real quick. I know we've got Crazy Mad. We've also got Dragon Multimedia LLC.
We got Creators Outlet.
We got Will.
I forgot to put up Kumari's.
And we got Kumari from Dragon Multimedia. And we've got the one and only Mo Biggs.
It's not a show.
Mo,
it is not a
what's
show
up,
without
Mo?
Mo. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
We have Frog G.
Of course we
dropping
do.
those
Link Master extraordinary.
Frog.
Yeah, a couple more.
So, growing up, what kind of books, comic books specifically, did you like to read? When did you fall in love with them? And was there a particular book that kind of hooked you?
Well, yeah. Okay, so I would say that I don't have an exact clear memory of my childhood like that. So, what was the first comic book that I ever read? I really don't know. I could guess.
Doesn't have to be the first. You know, was there like a particular one that grabbed you? Like, I don't remember my first, but Jim Lee X-Men #1 was like, holy crap, comics.
I know. For me, it was Heavy Metal Magazine. It was all that.
Nice.
It was all that amazing artwork. Yeah. And in fact, I mean, I read Daredevil was like my favorite series when I was a kid because he was like just always like hanging out and he was like Batman, but he was not. You know what I mean? It was it was weird. Everybody was into like other things. Superman's always been my favorite superhero, but when I was a kid, the comic books were a little like the Superman comics were a little like repetitive. It was always like the same thing kept happening. It just differently. Yeah. It's like the story changed a little bit, but it was the same story. But we're talking about a long time ago, so.
Right. I mean, like, hey, old heavy metal is kind of where it's at. The whole 2000 AD aesthetic, that like big oversized Euro book. My artist Garrett is a huge fan of that stuff, and they've been held a really fond spot in my heart for forever since I started reading them. I haven't read them lately. It's been a while, but the old stuff definitely lives up and still holds up. So according to the website, Completely Awesome Media is a production company that facilitates the creation of high quality content for distribution on multiple entertainment platforms, including comic book series such as Captain Luv and movies like Succubus and Star Jumper. When did you get into production work and how did you get your start?
Oh man. I have been doing. I got into like film production back in high school. When I was in theater, I actually took theater not to be an actor, to give myself more stage presence as a musician. Because I was a singer-songwriter back then too, and so I took theater to get more intense on that. And then I made a lot of friends, and we did all kinds of stuff, on cheesy VHS cameras, you know what I mean, because that's all there was. And then, I made some music videos, the songs I wrote, turned those in for my art classes, that kind of stuff. So that would be my start way back in the day. So.
And when did you start writing comics, per se?
When I start writing comics, Captain Luv is the first comic that I wrote. I've written a lot of different things. I've written short stories. I've written the heck out of music. I've written screenplays. In fact, Captain Luv started out as a movie script. The whole character and everything was created for a movie short, and then. The idea was so catchy, it was decided to take it from a short into a full feature film length, and then when we were going to shop the film out to get money for it, we were decided to do some storyboards, and then the artist that we had doing the storyboards, asked about the backstory of Captain Luv because it wasn't in the script. You know what I mean? It was something that I was saving for later or whatever, and he said, you know what, it'd be awesome if you did a graphic novel that told the backstory of Captain Luv. And so that's how Hero of the Cleansing was born, the first graphic novel, the first release of Captain Luv. And yeah, that, I mean, when that was getting made, it was just like, you know, everybody who looked at it, you checked it out, saw what was going on, said, this is awesome, you've got to turn this into a series. So yeah, it's now a series.
That's fantastic. And you've had this is your 4th campaign on Indiegogo, and you've been successfully funded all 3 previous times, and you know, this one as well. And the first 3 did remarkably well on the platform. Since it's your first book, where did the idea for Captain Luv come from? The character himself, who's described as an immortal space trucker, kind of feels like a mashup between Flash Gordon and what's his name? Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China. You know, like it feels like a mix up, mashup of the two, like space trucker, badass fighter.
I love that you get the Jack Burton element.
Oh, absolutely.
I have thrown that out and it's fallen flat on people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, huh? I'm like, yeah, okay. So I usually tell people the influences they'll mostly relate to, which is Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, you know, Captain Kirk, Han Solo. James Bond is a heavy influence. In fact, Captain Luv would probably be a combination. If you were to like try to narrow it down to 3, it would be Jack Burton, Flash Gordon, and James Bond.
Nice. I could dig that. I do feel the space trucker vibe, though. I mean, with the braid and the sort of like almost like a space mullet, but with the braid in the back, and he's got that like machismo air about him, you know. My old buddy Jack Burton always says. I don't know. I dig it. I know you got to go really soon, so I do want to jump into the campaign so that we can take a look at everything you've got and you know, and promote it to the viewers. Why don't we take a look at the trailer when we get into the campaign?
Yeah.
You want to
take a look at that? Trailer right now?
Cue up the trailer and we'll take a look.
You got it, boss. Here we go.
Greetings, my name is Spade. That stands for Synchronized Protocol Artificial Intelligence Delegate, and I am living software. I want to tell you about this amazing person I'm blessed enough to be companions with. His name is Luv. Captain Luv is a space trucker and a famous war hero. He once saved the solar system from a madman's reign. Some people believe him to be immortal, but if you were to ask him, he would say he just hasn't died. Yet. Captain Luv regularly, and somewhat reluctantly, finds himself on wild adventures that could potentially change the course of the solar system. There always seems to be a friend of his in trouble, and some sinister person, evil organization, or jealous husband trying to kill him. Sometimes it's friends, or a woman's attention, that gets him in what seems like a tough situation. But regardless, I am always there with him. I look after him, and I know him better than anyone ever will. He is a really good man, no matter what anyone else says.
And you feel like the universe is caving in, there'll be love to the rescue. And it seems like nothing will be right again, there'll be love to the rescue. Captain Luv to the rescue. Captain Luv to the rescue. Captain Luv to the rescue.
Hey, Derek Clay,
Yeah.
Thank you so much, brother, for coming on by. I saw you sneak in the back door, and we've got Chris Hansen with us. He is on the hunt, I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, so don't get in his way because he is on a mission for justice.
Mobig says, this narrator sounds like a sober nerdette who cut back to half
That's pretty good. That's the same woman, Sparkle, from the show Everything Sparkle that Drew produces through completely awesome media that he's on the way to deliver the tape for. She's quite great. You know, like quite, you know, sultry voice. I
Sorry
like
about
it.
that. My phone tried to ring, and it killed the momentum there. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. So this is the 3rd chapter in The Rise of the Pirate King. The first book
Can you guys hear me?
was
Yes, we're good.
Oh, shoot.
Maybe he can't hear us.
I'm on a mission for a
Wilson.
bionic leg. Will!
Nice.
Oh no. Has it gotten worse? I hope not.
Hey,
B-Rose!
B-Rose!
Stop! I'm clicking! Stop clicking!
My job, though. We're just talking about your awesome launch last night.
And your
Congratulations,
tiara.
buddy. Yes,
Yeah.
your tiara.
And your tiara. Congratulations on your launch, B-Rose.
And congratulations to Dirk, because Ballad fully funded.
Hey, fantastic. Ballad of Celestials fully funded. That's great.
Good job.
So I was saying that Captain Luv, Rise of the Pirate King, this is the third chapter. The first two did remarkably well, as did the very first campaign that you did for, what was it called? I have it in my notes. I just can't read. The Cleansing, Hero of the Cleansing. How has the story changed and developed since you started? How much have you written? And do you plan your story arcs ahead of time, or do you write as you go? Oh, we've lost him completely.
Oh. Uh-oh.
That's
the
okay.
world may never know.
So why don't we take a look at the tiers while he maybe gets his audio back under control. He's going to probably hop out and hop back in.
Gotcha.
So looking at it here, it looks like we've got Master of the Total Defense Shogun. I always want to call it Total Defense Shotgun, which I think is better. What is up, TDS? Thank you so much for showing up and tuning in, brother. We've got Drew, aka Mr. E, with us from Completely Awesome Media, talking some Captain Luv. We're going to add him to the show.
My mic was...
Hey, there he is. He's back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. What was the last thing you heard us say?
Maybe nothing.
All right, this is driving me nuts.
It's like we have a B-roll stream.
It's like a what?
It's like a B-roll stream.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a B-roll stream.
In honor of B-Rose's launch last night, we decided,
TSS, baby! All right, let's look at the campaign page. He's got a statue, a fully painted statue, and an unpainted statue. He has got 2 copies of chapters 1, 2, and 3, so like a double catch-up tier, single catch-up tier for 45.
Off. Open my door.
A double, 2 copies of chapter 3.
A signed issue of chapter 3, just one signed.
Are you guys talking? Because I can't hear you.
Yes, we are talking. And since Captain Luv is how many pages? Can I read the page, please? I'd love to read the campaign page.
I would love.
You know what?
That
I'm just gonna go on mine.
It is, each chapter ranges from 24 to 32 pages in length.
So it looks like we have a
it is 24 beautiful full color pages.
A 24-page full color comic at $15. Now the shipping, I think he said the shipping is free, if I recall correctly. Is that true?
Don't know if you can hear us.
But watching him drive and stream at the same time is
driving my anxiety through the roof.
I know, right?
I hear you.
I mean, it's California. How bad could it be?
Mobig says that Drew is pretending to have mic problems because Timbuk 3 came on the radio and he must always compulsively sing along. I like it. I like the look.
I can dig it.
Technical difficulties. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. So
we can. I don't think you can hear us, but we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, but we can see you. Oh, well. Mobig says it's more relevant if you know who Timbuk 3 were.
Mobig knows far more than any single entity should know. His brain is a computer.
It is very true. So do we want to...
There we go.
Hey,
can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me yet?
Yes.
We can hear you. I don't know if you can hear us.
Okay.
You can hear me? All right. Yes. I can't hear you. So that sucks.
Well, that's going to make this
trying
difficult.
There we go.
Okay,
now, it's trying to do some kind of call, and that it's driving me crazy. This technical difficulty thing I have to apologize for. So in a moment or two, it should correct, hopefully. All right. Well, I gotta be at a meeting in 6 minutes anyway. So
So do you want to just?
I wish I could Captain Boomer to the rescue. I see that. I see that, Mo.
Derek says he's heard of Timbuk3. And Frog G also got the reference.
I don't think I have, but no,
but I will click the link to Frog Job.
Real quick, if that's okay. Is that all right? Yeah? All right. I just want everybody to know that, Captain Luv is a guaranteed thing. I actually make sure that the books are completed before I start my campaign. So it's completely illustrated. It's completely colored. It is a finished book. I do that every time. This is the 4th time around. Also, all the perks on the campaign, if you live in the United States, they all have free shipping on them, which means that you don't pay for shipping. So it's, it's a wonderful blessing that way. I also want you guys to know that the books will be shipping by summer. They'll actually probably ship before summer, but I'm giving myself slack because of the basically everybody's been getting delayed on their campaign
fulfillment.
Books, the creation, the printing, the processing, that kind of stuff.
He can't hear us.
There's been a lot of delays.
I could make all sorts of jokes while he's talking.
Printers that I use for some reason have delays. Then I may be later than right after the campaign. But the books are finished. So as soon as the campaign is over, it's good. And then I really want you guys to solid backing. Thanks, man. I appreciate Frog, man. Frog is been around as long as I have. I've seen him for a long time. He's a really cool guy. There's a statue, a 7-inch statue available for the first time. It's the first available statue for the Captain Luv series. It is, like I said, it's 7 inches tall. It is really, that's it right there. It's amazingly designed. It is high end. I went to a very, very, very pristine, respected company. They're actually called Z3D, and they designed it and printed that one out, and I can get as many of them as I need made. So I have it on the campaign for if anybody wants to be a possessor of a physical statue of Captain Luv, and that will also be there will also be a hand-painted version available there. So I just want you guys to know that also books come with those, and the shipping on those is also included. So if it seems like it's really pricey, it's only because it comes with a book and free shipping. So it's not as pricey as it looks, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense to us. Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I wish I could hear you guys. It's driving me crazy that I can't. So I feel really bad about this technical issue here. I'm wondering if it will resolve now that I am at my location.
I could spell, but that would take us a really long time.
But you don't know if he knows ASL.
That's true.
That's true. You guys say something. See if I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
We've been talking, so I'm going to say you can't.
No.
Huh?
I don't know why I don't have any volume. I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's just the connection or what, because we had volume before, and then somebody tried to call me and messed it all up.
Well, fire them.
Yeah.
You can't hear us, so that probably won't happen either. I really, really appreciate being on the show. I would love to come back and be on again another time. If you guys, would like to have me on, I'd love to come back on. Sometime when I'm not having to boomer it with my phone, that would be extra cool. Between the show that I produce, the comic books, I actually have another comic book. Let me tell you about that. That's what I'm gonna. If it's okay if I take a moment. I have another comic book series that is coming out this year. In fact, it'll be the campaign will be starting right after the Captain Luv campaign. Well, somewhat after that. I have to make choices on, about, pre-marketing and that kind of stuff. But the campaign will be after the Captain Luv campaign. And the series is called Heartless. It's about a guy named Christian Hart, who is a former special forces soldier who becomes a demon fighter. And he gets his superpowers directly from God. So it's real intense.
Sounds
really
a whole
crazy.
lot like Demon
It's
Hunter
kind of
Raven.
It's like a spiritual horror comic, if there is such a thing. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Hey guys,
you can't hear us, so
but
I'm gonna
the chat
let
can.
you guys go and finish your show. Thank you so much for having me on. Everybody, please back Captain Luv. I need your support. I put my money out ahead of time to make sure that Captain Luv will happen. It's guaranteed. The series is guaranteed. It's just that I actually need to make the money back. So it would be very helpful, and I love your support. And if you already back Captain Luv, please share it with your friends. Tell people on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram that you've read Captain Luv, that you support Captain Luv, and then they need to get Captain Luv too. That would mean so much to me. I appreciate this so much. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Have a good
Thank
night.
you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. I know it's a short one. I'm sorry. I wish we could talk more. If B-Rose is around, we could throw him the link and have him come on, and we've got to tease him about. Maybe he'll cry.
Oh, Biggs was talking about how him turning off the camera while he was crying slowed his momentum. So we're trying to brainstorm ways to get
that's just cruel
going. Well, I'm sassy today. What do you want?
You are. We got another half an hour, guys. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Says, get on there, B-Rose.
And whoever wants to come on, you guys feel free to hop in here. We'll have a love in honor of Captain Luv.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can hop into the stream, and I'll put it in some of the DM groups just because why the hell not, right?
Yeah, and people aren't going to read it right away, and they're going to show up 5 minutes before the show is over. But maybe they'll be able to hear us. Promote your book, B-Rose. I don't know if B-Rose is still there. Well, it's a short one. Send B-Rose the link. Ouch. Maybe it was cold out, Neff. Did Phoenix
killed him with his nipples?
Because of his nipples.
Yeah, killed him with his nipples.
Is that what you're implying, Freq G? I don't know if B-Rose is still in the chat. He may have left.
He may have had to go.
He may have had a meeting that he had to drive to.
He's also afraid to come on this show because he knows I'm going to haze the hell out of him. He's seen my shows.
Yeah, but we love B-Rose.
Of course we love B-Rose. There's only love for B-Rose.
Moog says he's here.
He's just hiding.
Well, I edited in the hiding part, but wait, there's lots of love for you, B-Rose.
Well, okay, if we're not going to have B-Rose come on, I'm going to wait 5 minutes with the links that I've dropped in some of the chats on Twitter.
Hey, Ollie!
We got
my
Ollie.
job is to click mine.
Fuck,
my job. Hi, Ollie.
Great.
Hey, good stuff.
We got good stuff, and we got Oliver from 656.
Mobix was saying, I think Frog G was implying that B-Rose was experiencing shrinkage from the cold. Ah, gotcha.
As is normal, Mo Biggs is correct.
Because he said, send Fowler the link. Don't send Fowler the link.
No, dude, I'm totally going to. Why the hell not, right?
Because then he's not going to come on when it's time for you to send him the link.
He receives random link drops in his DMs. It's hilarious. People just randomly sending.
And so he's not going to come on when it's time for
we're open mic. We're bored. Come say.
Will was saying he has some streams happening later tonight. I'm going to drop those links in the chat as soon as I find them. Which, unless Frog G, Jesus. Okay. I'm just not going to talk because apparently I can't make words come out.
That's what I mean. All right. We understood you better than we understood, or better than he understood us.
I was just saying, you keep thinking that no one could hear him, but he just couldn't hear us.
Maybe we shouldn't have We would be better off.
You kept talking like, oh, no one can hear him, so I'm just gonna say things while he's talking to the chat.
If Will comes on, please don't sing.
But we are going to be bringing back karaoke.
We will be bringing
sometime soon. Not yet, but soon.
Freq Girl will
coming.
let us know when she is comfortable bringing back karaoke, because
it
all depends upon her. I do not do good karaoke, so I've been
That's
told.
not true. You do good Billy Joel.
Yeah,
You do. You can do Billy Joel.
We will see. We've got 2 more minutes.
Do, do, do.
I did want to talk. I had so many questions for him.
Eric, give Fowler the link. I mean, we could do what we do when the creator doesn't show up, is we ask the questions and make up answers to it.
You know what? Let's play a video for these guys. Can we do that? Can we play a video for them?
I don't know, can we?
Oh, shut up. How do I share this? That's never been seen before.
You open it.
Okay.
And then you go to share, like you always do, and share with audio.
Okay.
And
share screen.
Very good.
It said share video file. Could have done that. Share with audio.
I mean,
and then I go here, and then I go to this. Yeah. Okay. We got a treat for you guys. Somebody made a weird video, and I'm going to play it.
Motherfuckers out here in these streets grinding, giving everything they got to make these books. Exactly. And your con artists just float in on the grift stream and just fucking start jacking people. And we got questions.
No.
All right. The chat is lit up asking for me to come in here. Why? Because you guys did nothing but talk about medical conditions for 40 minutes, and we don't even know how this deal began. So start at the beginning.
What could have B roses added to that conversation?
Send out the link.
It's coming so easy. Cause the whole world needs me.
Let's see. Give Fowler a link. I don't know who this Matt Fowler is, guys.
I've been throwing flame from the chat, man, because y'all been talking for 45 fucking minutes.
Whoa, who's this guy? Matthew Fowler?
Hey, guys.
What are you doing here?
What did you do?
Lady, so I always feel lucky. The fun that I make got these stitches going in.
But I don't play that shit.
Fuck everything up.
So why don't you put out hold and let your man talk? All right? Because you ain't doing nothing but making excuses of a wait in the car. Okay?
Who's Matthew Fowler?
I think the way the world rotates.
This stream needs Fowler. Well, bring Fowler to me.
Bring me Ethan Van Sciver.
You know,
that's Matthew Fowler.
To make sure
how about that?
What you're thinking
there is in real life.
It's coming so easy. Cause the whole world needs me.
I want to hear some answers. What's the deal? How did the distribution deal start? How did you trick 6 creators into printing out tons of books and sending to you? I want to start at the beginning. Okay, can we do that?
Cause the whole world needs me. I'm dead, like a sentinel, and in the blame stain, I'm the pinnacle of shine.
The hem hawing around. It sucks. That's all I'm saying.
I have no idea who this Matt Fowler is, guys. I watched him on here, but I have no idea who freaking Matt Fowler is.
We've got a saying about motherfuckers like this. It's called schemes and scams. We got words for it. It's fun, and we tell about fun. We don't hide the fun. You deceived the fellow creators. They did not know about the middleman. If you withheld information by lying through not telling them shit, that's still lying. That's deceiving, and you deceived the creators by making them think you were higher in the food chain than you were, continuing your illusion of a protected village, a fake city. You understand?
Cause the whole world needs me.
You can't NDA an NDA. You can show the NDA and prove you're in business with something. It's weird. The excuses are just shady. We should have the NDA screen shared right now. That's not against any law. You already have established a pattern of deception. All right, you've got a company that's publishing that hasn't distributed 1,000 comics in 5 years. Then you built up this deal where you have a connection to Spencer's that's not a real connection to Spencer's, but the hiring of a focused marketing group. And you neglected to share that information with all the creators who will be spending their hard-earned money printing out these stacks of books.
Absolute bananas. I gotta say, thanks to Matt Fowler for saving that stream and actually actually explaining what the fuck was going on.
Send Fowler the link.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. We got a special guest for you. We got D-Wag.
What up?
Wait in the car.
Yeah.
What's up, D-Wag?
What up, man? I seen the link, so I figured I'd pop in, man. And I just seen you playing that video. So Neff made that like a couple days ago, and I've watched it literally like 37 times. Not even kidding.
I'll put it up now. I'll put it up on my main channel.
Yeah. Are you guys about to take off?
We're usually slotted for an hour from 7 to 8, and our guest had technical issues and he had to go early. So it's 7:39. We technically have another 20 minutes if you guys want to just chill out and hang, on the street.
It's up to you guys, man. It's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. Like, so I got a question for you guys. Was that you guys that sent me 12 pounds of candy?
Yes.
Thank you.
I thought it was. Oh yeah, it is Wednesday. I was like, D-Wag is getting there Wednesday. I got today's Wednesday. Yeah. I hope we're not going to give you diabetes or something. But yeah, 12 pounds.
Oh, I
couldn't resist.
I don't have. Yeah, I don't have impulse control. So like, I'm just over there like eating it like stomach hurting and stuff, but that's just I'm used to it now. It's like, oh god, I should have ate those last runts and those chewing that Bazooka Joe. But yeah, no, thank you guys.
Like retro stuff too, right? It was like classic 80s candy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I sent my mom to it. She's like, somebody sent you that? You better check it for drugs. I'm like, Mom, that's the first thing I was doing. I'm looking crack rocks. Is there crack rocks in here? You know what I mean? So, I was like, that's the first fucking thing I did, Mom. What do you think? I'm gonna check a box and not see if there's drugs in there. I'm trying to smoke. But no, yeah, and then oh dude, the Papa John's that you guys sent me was also amazing too. So thank you. And because of you guys and Don Chen and Comicsgate and the people in the chat, so I had a great 34th birthday. So big thanks to you guys. So
I mean, you got to get it in while you can. Once you turn 40, this shit's all over. I'm telling you, there's no more fun once you turn 40.
Yeah, Neff got me a big, I don't know if it was it's got to be an extra large or something because this pizza was huge. Then he got me like 2 cookies, garlic knots, and wings, and I think something else too. But yeah, like
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
You can't eat without something to drink, right?
I drank. I'm not gonna lie, I did eat all that in like 2 days. So smashing. Yeah, that was the first time I've had like some Dollar Tree food. So that was really substantial and stuff. So I've been in a good mood ever since. So thank you guys. So
We're glad you enjoyed your birthday.
Yes.
D-Wags had a birthday. B-Rose launched a book. Everyone's feeling the love. We had Captain Luv on the stream.
Yeah.
He couldn't hear us the whole time.
No, at all.
Yeah. Okay. So, go ahead.
No, go. You're good.
Oh, I just was gonna say. So, Neff, what'd you think about Cerebrum?
Dude, I'm looking forward to seeing it. You know, I want to get it in my hands. I've seen a little bit of it. You know, I really think that the colors add to the book. I'm very glad he didn't launch in black and white. I think the reception was much better with the colored pages, as well as the cover from Joe Sontag. Thank you so much to Joe for making that variant. That variant really makes it pop with the red hair and everything. It's tight. I love it.
Vera says he's $10 away from 4K.
Yeah, that's $10.
Fantastic.
$10 away from 4K on his second day. That is really good.
I think it's still technically
it's
first.
It's
still first 24 hours.
We haven't hit 11 p.m. yet.
Yeah, so
sweet.
Great if we could get him to 4K within the first 24 hours.
Yeah, and he's trending in comics too. It's like number 2 or 3 in the comic section.
B-Rose almost 80%.
Sandwiched in there between some big names.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And
it's not moving.
and he says he don't remember, but I remember vividly. I wasn't a big fan of the stretch goal thing, but I am a fan of Bros. I am a fan of what he's put out there because the line art looks great. But yeah, I wanted to see him. My biggest thing for him is I was worried he was going to put this book out that's his like lifelong dream and stuff, and he wasn't going to be able to get it colored or something. So that's a big shout out to him and you guys for making that happen. Like, so awesome. You guys are awesome for that. So
I just wanted to see the book in color, you know. It's really, it was all ulterior motive.
Selfish.
It was an entirely selfish thing. Like, Heroes, I don't want to read that in black and white. Make it color.
Yeah. And it looks good, man. For people that haven't seen it, we've seen, I'm sure you've seen more pages than I, but like I've seen probably 10 to 15, 20 pages. I'm guessing, man, they all look great. So, people are going to be happy when they get it, man. Yep. And I think B-Rose, I think people might be underestimating Bros' storytelling and stuff. You know what I mean? But the dude's a weeb, a big old nerd, a dork. You know what I mean? So he's been doing this whole life. So yeah, I think he's going to put something together people are going to really, really enjoy.
I agree. I think, you know, and weebs tend to know stories fairly well. I know that like the manga anime format, like, but they do know classic storytelling. Like all of those stories can be deconstructed into a formulaic storylines that are very easy to understand and digest. So hopefully he's a good storyteller. I mean, honestly, wouldn't it be hilarious if this book sucks? Like everyone's all looking forward. Wouldn't it be great if it just sucked?
No.
Oh God.
Well, big says we had peer pressure B-Rose.
That doesn't count. That's not traditional storytelling. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was talking Mo Big says we had a peer pressure B-Rose to make the book color and to make the text read left to right.
Yeah, right.
And then he wants me to kick you.
Oh,
I missed. Sorry.
Yeah, because I said that traditional like weebs know how to do storytelling because traditional manga and anime have like, you know, shonen storylines and stuff, which are
He's gonna want me to kick you again.
Of course, because I keep talking.
And someone's gonna clip you. And
Eric,
put it as, like, extra.
Eric already wants to put me on trial for gross weebery. I better not give him more.
Dude, if we have to do another weebhab trial,
we probably
that might be. Yeah, down the road, we definitely will have to get to that. I've been studying in the ways of like, because I'm trying to be a prosecutor against gross weavery, so I've been looking up like Shiba memes and stuff like that, like Cheeves and Sheeb and Doge, and I hear there's this new Sheeb out there. It's a Sheeb Worcester, and I think this Shiba is up to some anger. You know, the Sheeb Worcester's got a hot head, man. He likes to go off, so you know we're gonna have to put him on trial, see where he goes from there. But yeah, Sheeb Worcester's coming out pretty soon, you know, so stuff like that. But yeah, big launch day for him. I know anybody. I don't know who we got. What up, Hex? Hex just dropped his preview book. He got that printed, I think, or got the proof. So that's cool. I've been excited for that, Hex. Send me my book. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. But
Where is it?
Where's my book?
Yeah, we are
my book
getting our proofs in by next week.
We got some
We're
images.
Supposed to have them last
We got some
week.
images of the cover decals rendered in black because that's what you have to do. You reverse or invert the colors and you turn it all black for the part that you're hitting with the spot gloss UV. So hopefully we get physical ones, and if we do, I will like film them and turn them and stuff, so you guys get a really good look at what the covers are going to be like, and then hopefully we can go to print and get these books out of here.
Yeah, that paper shortage is apparently kicking everybody's butt.
Yeah. I to that, like I have seen a couple of the emails that were shared, or at least bits and parts of them. But yeah, like Neff and Frequency Girl. Yeah, own that shit. Don't make up excuses. You got to own it, man. That's the only way that's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Because unfortunately, it's affecting everybody. Because I know Neff and Frequency Girl behind the scenes are doing like 100 times more than they like whatever, and like they're going through every single thing like with a fine-tooth comb over and over and over and over again. And I'm not even exaggerating. Because they wanted to make this guy like, but yeah, like what I'm saying is like I seen the email from the guy and he's like, "Oh, there's nothing. What are you guys doing? Like you guys keep calling. And there's not gonna change."
Oh yeah, because I showed D Rose the email that he sent you.
Yeah,
You're interrogating my
I had the
receptionist.
audacity to ask for updates, and when the person who my contact was out of the office yet again, like he was every time I called, I had the audacity to ask to speak to someone else so I could get information, because saying, "Oh, I don't know," was not acceptable to me.
Yeah.
And then we got an email yelling at me, chastising me for having the
But
audacity
then I
to
called him the
question.
next day and everything was fine. Rini is using the same printer. Jamie Tyndall uses the same printer. Jamie Tyndall's had to change because he doesn't want to back up printing for Miss Meow. Rini's like, you know, her book launched and fulfilled, like went in demand, I should say, before ours went into crowdfunding, and hers still hasn't gotten printed yet because of this paper shortage. So it's like it exists. It's like legitimately real, and we all own it. The thing is, like, it's not late because we're sitting around doing nothing. It's late because the industry itself is struggling to put this
That's the most frustrating part, because there's nothing I can do other than try and contact other printers. And
it's right here, dude. What are you talking about? Don't you have a copy? Come on, B-Rose. What's wrong with you?
Mobix didn't get his yet either. Said Ogden still hasn't shipped out my copy of The Embrace.
Like,
apparently he did send out an email a few days ago boasting about shipping out to all the East Coast backers. Dude, it was 200 books and Dean is shipping some of that amount. What is the holdup? Yes. Aerith has been awesome. He gave us
name of another printing company.
Yeah, that we've been talking with to see if
we can
what
switch.
we can do to make this book happen as fast.
I don't know, man. Odin's got the hookup. You know, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just happen to have all three covers, and you know, you don't have your Embrace either. What is going on, man? You guys haven't read this book. I've read this book, like I've had it for weeks now. You don't understand. Weeks.
So
I did a review on this book.
Odin's fault that Dean didn't get any nominations on Dojo Kun.
Oh snap! That's true, because I had that book long before the Dojo Kun stream.
No one else had it, so no one could read
so they couldn't have nominated Dean.
It's all Odin's fault.
That's controversy right there.
It is. Dean should rebel. I think Odin was gatekeeping because he was just, he was worried that Dean was going to get too many nominations. I'm just starting shit because I'm sassy today.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. D-Wag, if you haven't read it, man, I got to send you the PDF of The Embrace if you haven't read it yet.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, please do, because like Dean, I've gotten to know Dean for the last like 6 months or so, man, and really figured him out, and he's like the Australian version of me, with a much better vocabulary and SJW like debating skills. He just rips the SJW people to shreds. But yeah, I suck at debating. But yeah, like funny. Like our books have a lot of, like his is Other Earth. I don't know if that's a spoiler. My bad. But yeah, you know, and then mine's time crawler, but like, it's fucking dope, dude. The shit. Me and Dean were talking like one day, hundreds of messages back and forth in our group chat, and it was like, I was like, dude, that's like damn near what I'm doing. No way. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. But yeah, like, and we got a good little corner that we're all here working up, teaming together and building up and stuff. And you know what I mean? Like, I think everybody here actually like really cares. Like Neff, like, sorry, Neff was sitting there freaking out the other day to me. He's like, D-Wag, I just want these people to get their freaking books. Like, you don't know what it's like. I'm letting all these people down. Like, oh my God. And he's like Mount St. Helens and on me. So Neff really cares, like, for you guys, man. Like that's not bullshit. I swear to God. Like, and I'm underselling it, but yeah, like, so I think we got a good group, man. I think in the future, hopefully, if we can once we get this paper shortage and shit figured out, like, I really wanted to go with the printer that you guys are going with. Like, to be honest, it was like the way I talked to Neff about it, man, and it sounds. Look, he's great.
Good. Like he's just, I think he's under pressure right now. That's what it is. And I think everyone's getting on him because it's like, he's been dealing with the paper shortage and he's had to tell like everyone. He also does all of Scout Comics catalog too. You know, like he's a bigger printer for the indie printers. They just switched to a different printer. So he's kind of like losing business and
freaking out.
Under a whole lot of stress. He's one of three guys that kind of runs the operation. There's the owner, there's the designer, and then there's Rich, the guy who like runs the show, and he interfaces with all of these people. Dude was telling me he's got like 84,000 emails that he had to start cleaning out of his inbox. So I feel for the guy, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want excuses. I just want to fix things. Tell me what I need to do so that I can please my backers and not piss off the printer, and I'll do that, you know?
Yeah, man, like,
Bureau's popular.
Yeah, another option, man. I've been talking to my buddy Matthew Fowler, aka Send Fowler the Link. You know, he's gonna be going on here soon with Rainey, but yeah, like the thing is like he's buddies with 3D Zach, and 3D Zach went and bought that digital printing press, that HP, the new HP digital. It uses like the plates, I believe. I think that's what he uses. But there's a new HP digital printer that's like basically the same thing that your guys' printer's using, I believe. Maybe it's a little different, but like that's what Matthew uses. There's a bunch of people that have been using him, or a couple people. You know, he focuses on small print runs, but since it's just him doing it, he can do it all himself. So nice. Yeah, I might go with him instead. See, I'm gonna wait till you guys see what happens with you guys, see where you guys go, because you guys and Aerith and Fowler, and like, you know,
all
Shelby
our options right now.
Shelby,
we're trying to make sure. Yeah.
Have you guys talked to Shelby about that? Because Shelby might be able to help you too. Shelby's been doing that stuff in the indie scene for a long time, so he might know somebody. But
I could ask Shelby.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Him.
I think we called like a dozen places.
Yeah. Oh, it was more than that. I had like 20. That's all I did for several days. Was just like
2 days.
Sunday,
Monday, and Tuesday. Yeah.
I know that the people in the chat are probably tuning out because of the printing stuff, but like the thing is, man, like it really like I'm telling you, like I'm not as business savvy as you guys or Brian and stuff like that, but yeah, like trying to find a printer, especially like online and whatever. I mean, I guess you could use the phone book or something, but like who has a phone book anymore? But it's like, dude, it's really hard to find these people and get like information on what they print, because some people just say they print regular stuff and whatever. And then I know a lot of people just use Mix'em, but Mix'em doesn't print the books. I keep trying to tell people this. Mix'em doesn't print it. They're like the middleman. So they're finding somebody, and that's why people have different experiences with them. So yeah, man.
One of the things that you know is hard to find is all the different options that you want for a book.
Yeah.
We wanted to go with the 12-point cover. One of the reasons that we like Comic Impressions is we get all of the the sample
really
text as well as books that they tell you, you know, what the samples are. I like the 70-point gloss and the 80-point gloss. So one of the things is when you put in your order, you tell him what you want: 12-point cover, 80-point gloss. And so he's waiting to get that 80-point in before he can reach out and be like, hey, so I got it in. So I'm like, well, what if we did 70 gloss? What if we did 70 dull? I don't want to change the interior expectations of the book too much, but like if we have to trade out one of the like smaller details of the book so that we can get it printed, I'm ready to do that. One of the problems that we have looking everywhere else is they don't have the soft touch, velvety touch cover and spot UV.
Yeah, like
they have a regular matte cover with spot UV, but I wanted to print, since this is the prestige version of the book, I want the best quality for the people who did stuff on Indiegogo. Yeah. When we go to print on demand, it's just going to be a flat cover and flat interior pages, and it's going to sell for half the price because it's less than half the quality. I want you guys to have the perfect book, you know what I mean, with the all the bells and whistles. So I didn't want to like compromise and go to like uncoated paper because that's, you know, so he's got to wait for the coated paper to come in. He gets like 50,000 sheets at a time. So it's not even like we could break it into print half the run
like, well,
and then the other half
did,
of the run.
You know,
I've been racking my brain about what things to do to try and get like as many books as we could. What if we went to one printer and did some of the main cover with them and then went to Rich for the variant covers so we could at least start sending out some of the main books? No, like that doesn't work either because of the way that we design the covers. So
this is print on demand from who?
Print on demand probably through, well, you know what? I'll reach out to you later, Ollie, and I will tell you all about that. But I know you've been having your own print issues. You know, I would love to get my hands on that Cryptonils book.
F printers before.
Yeah, he said F printers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heroes supposedly at work does the chicken grease coating protect your phone from getting motor oil on the screen. Wow. He having a lot of that fried chicken. Yeah, B-Rose is a mechanic, right? I've seen B-Rose eat cheeseburgers.
You just hit 4K.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Are you really a mechanic though? If you're like the guy that works at like, you know, Indie Lube or fucking Jiffy Lube, and you know you just put a little grease on the wheels and shit and put in people's fluids. I don't know, man. Is that a mechanic? Is that really?
Does he use a wrench? Because I think in order to be a mechanic, you have to use a wrench and like tighten and loosen things with a wrench. That's the definition of mechanic right there.
I've seen him take off a tire. I've seen him take off a tire at work, so I don't know, man. He might work at like CarX or something. But I'm just kidding. I don't know. But I'm just
B-Rose under 1,000, under 1,000 to fully fund Cerebral. Yeah. Let's go.
Congrats. Once we get him funded, we got to make fun of him. Go back to making fun of him really hard. It's almost this is like almost like Rob Teenth, but for like B-Rose or something is how I'm looking at it. So enjoy it, B-Rose, while it lasts, bro. Because once you fund, bro, we're in that ass.
Yeah, all up in there, left and right. Honestly, we got to get him funded quick too, because Canetti's launching Arc Athena Book 2 in a week, and I want to see B-Rose fully funded before that happens, because that's a distraction. You know, that was one of the reasons that I was nervous putting out Mavericks when we did, because there were a bunch of other big launches kind of around our launch date. You know, we saw Godlike come out, and then Inglorious Rex, and eventually Mandy put hers out too, and it was you know, it's a trying time when you're worried about your little baby project getting the attention that you need for it to grow, and then these like bigger books come along and they hog all the attention. You know, I understand how he feels.
Ollie says we're still lettering and working on the edits with the Cryptonils, but the artwork is all done. By the way, all supplemental books were printed with Greco, no delays or mishaps with them. That's awesome. They were one of the ones that I was talking with, so that's awesome that I know that you guys used them, because that's the only thing of like trying to find other printers. It's like, do I have time to get a sample pack from you? Because I want to make sure that
we got 1 week to take this CG princess to the ball.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Good one, good one. B-Rose has to find his prince. I thought, you know, didn't he find his prince with Bancroft last night? Did you see that meme? With,
I did. Yeah, that was great. That was awesome.
I enjoyed it. All right, man. We've been going for an hour. Thank you so much for hopping in here with us and hanging out, D-Wag. I really do appreciate it.
No problem, man. Thank you guys for the happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
so-
so much, D-Wag. So, yeah, it's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget to tune in next time. Like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications.
And tune into the frequency.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bow!